Okay. So actually, when they did like their demo thing, I think it was last year or something like that, they had actually shared this feature. And what is supposed to be Adobe turntable on Illustrator, you are supposed to be oh, hold on. This is what this is what I illustrated, right? This is what I illustrated. So with turntable, once you click on turntable, you are able to like literally turn. Oh, yeah, oh,
Whoa, my God.
oh, I want to read. You're able to turn this thing 360 degrees. Look at the back. Oh my God. See, if they said I should give them my first child, okay, no. But still, they said I should give them one kidney. Are you serious? Are you freaking serious? Oh my days.
Whoa.
Anything they want. If they say I should subscribe for three
Wait,
years, I will go
sorry,
and borrow
please.
money.
Are you
Eh?
saying you illustrated just the 2D?
I just yes. Let me do another one. Let's say maybe the shield. Input me lucky clear. You get it. No, I don't care. I don't care. Just oh. And this is like a separate app. So if you have you can only access this Adobe beta. I be beta. What do they call it beta? Oh, it's beta. Anyway, so you can only access it if you have a Creative Cloud subscription and a paid one actually, right? So of course it's a paid one. It's a subscription. See, make another call me like that. I'm too excited for words. So you download that as a separate app, right? And then you're able to play around with their new features. If you have like if you now have feedback or whatever, you can tell them that hey, this thing is working like this or it's not working like that. Oh, it's taking a while, and my internet is not helping matters. But that's insane. That's insane. I'm trying to also see what else they have that is new, right? I'm trying to see what else is new. Because oh my god. Oh yeah, do fast, do fast, do fast. Let me help you. Oh yeah, like an old lady. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I want to see what this looks like in 3D. But that is insanity. Oh my days. This will change. This will change. What this will do? This will make it easier for you to animate stuff, right? So you can easily just illustrate the 2D version of something and then come to Illustrator and reveal all the other sides of it. Then take it into like After Effects and then animate. I mean, now let me they say I'm like that. Ay, Jesus. We are now mess more. Thank you. Man, the last leg. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay. So hey, okay. So let's see this one. Oh, okay. That's what they mean by this is what they're warning about. That it might not, come off as. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, they're trying to illustrate the back of. Oh my god. If I want like a different angle or something, I can get it. Oh my god. See, I go.
I think this simplifies the. It's just like that coin you illustrated. This is more like a simpler approach you could take to creating
Mhm.
that coin.
But the things I didn't create the coin in Illustrator though. I created it in Photoshop. So,
Oh,
oh my days. Oh, take my money. Let me see what this thing's do. Oh my. Hold on. Sorry, I lost my mind for a minute there. You can turn it. You can see it. Oh Jesus Christ. Nah, this is witchcraft. So you can also see the top. Oh, oh, it's about to be crazy over here. See, oh, this okay. This is the logo. That means I can animate the logo too. Let's see what it gets. Oh, okay. So what? That's not also going to be no wahala. Just give me what you can give me. Give me what you can give me. It's paid, yes. Oh, this is mad. This is madness. Okay, so while that is happening, let me see whether I can Google like more uh let's say new Adobe Illustrator features in 2025 better. Um Summarization, object on parts. Okay, object on part, that's new. That's good. A new mockup feature for realistic product presentation. Okay, they already have that. I guess maybe they enhanced it. And an enhancement to the contextual task bar. That's this bar at the bottom that usually stays at the bottom. For easier live shape manipulation. Project on table. Oof. Mockup feature, applying branding and artwork to realistic. This is really cool though. Along a path, generative expand, extend your vector graphics by selecting an area and letting AI generate content to fill it. Okay, maybe I can even test that one. Reflow, what's that? Streamline text handling, particularly beneficial for Asian scripts. Okay, we know they do Asia for here. Generative AI and 3D, generative shape fill, and project new. Tell me, access and import 3D vector shapes directly into Illustrator for. Oh, okay. I'll need to Google what this is and just see how to use it. There's also enhancements to image trace. Yeah, I saw the enhancement to image trace is marvelous. So before with Illustrator, if you bring in, what will happen? With Illustrator before, if you bring in a PNG image and you click on image trace, it's going to add a background for you. But now with the enhancement to image trace, once you uh, there's like a toggle button. I'll have to check for it. There's a toggle button that you will click on, right? And then when you click on high fidelity image trace like this, it gives you that thing traced out without background. So it's PNG as well, but vector now. And that's just marvelous in fact. It makes life so much easier, especially for us that design for events and we have to work with logos that clients send in as low quality JPEG or low quality PNG. It just makes life easier that we're able to just quickly turn it into vector so that it doesn't lose quality during print. So new functionality allows you to drag and drop colors from. This is absolutely insane. I like it. I like it a lot. Faster conversion. This thing is still loading. That is so good. That is so. Let me go and look for what that new thing is. I want this to finish loading. Guys, see all the people that are still fighting AI. I don't know what to tell them, to be honest, because a lot of these things are AI. Oh, look at hold on. Okay, because it's black. Because it's black. But look at what it did to the side things. It looks like somebody's face. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Look at the back of it. Oh gosh, this is beautiful. And then if you want to like look at the under, you can look at the under of it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh god. I go abuse this thing, eh? I will abuse this feature. My goodness. I will abuse it. Hey, this is so cool. This is the one I like best. Because I want to be able to just do like different uh I'm sorry, but this is exciting to me. This is so exciting to me. I want this front view. But I'll have to adjust the top a little bit. I wonder if I leave it as this front view, whether I can edit it. Can I edit? Are you freaking serious? You can edit it? Sorry. Look at
I was just about asking the same thing
oh
if
my
the layers are editable or in
yeah.
different views.
Oh gosh. And when you finish, I think you can even turn it right back again. Oh my god. This is awesome. This is so good. Oh gosh. Oh, okay. Let me, this my dragon. Let me see whether it can. I'm sure that it will give me that warning. Oh, it didn't. Oh, I like how confident you are. Let's see what a 3D of this dragon looks like. This is awesome. I love it. I love it so much. So much. Um set part color variation, generative shape fill. I also want to try this generative shape fill. So what they're saying is that if you draw a shape, like maybe you draw the shape of a bird or whatever, and you click on generative shape fill, you can fill out the other things within the the kidney. I saw one for Photoshop, right? So oh, I need to go and download the Photoshop beta, right? I need to go and download that one too. So what I saw in the Photoshop beta, let me see whether I can even just quickly oh, see my fine. Oh, okay. So this one is in the way. That's something. Okay. This thing a screenshot I used to a screenshot on my face. Um okay. So let's say you have let's say a road or something, right? And then you now bring in like a PNG car and you put it on the road. With that new Photoshop tool, you can click on I think it's blend or something like that. So you just click on this car and maybe do like blend or whatever, and it can like blend the color of like the tone of the environment to the tone of the car, or the tone of the car to the tone of the environment. It's just merge them together, and it will automatically produce a drop shadow that's appropriate for that this thing. So the way you have generative AI here in Photoshop, that's the same way it works. So it will produce three different results for you. In fact, you know what? Let me first see my dragon. Then I'll go and download that photo. Oh, okay. That's horrible. Oh, this is insanity, man. Oh, look at the back of the dragon. At least the back of the dragon is fine. And the over the shoulder view is also good. But that front view is nothing to write home about at all. Ah, gosh, this is awesome. So you can also like do like a ground view. Oh my god. Ah, go see. I don't know why I'm so excited, but please let me just insert view. Insert view meaning what? So okay, okay, you can do like different. So you can just do like different. Oh you just prepare to be sick of me. Oh my goodness. You can do different views. Oh wow. Prepare to be sick of me. Okay. 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 Let's come back home. All right. So yeah, that's what that does. Let me so these are the betas. There's even Premiere Pro beta, there's Photoshop beta. Let me install the Photoshop beta. Let me see whether there are details. Okay, yeah. Fast iteration to creation. Start. There's even a course for it. Add 3D objects to your design. Faster to brainstorm ideas next time. Generative workspace. Eh? Okay. See the combining images thing. Well, that's just insane to me. So let's say add 3D objects to your Photoshop design with Adobe Substance. Okay. Brainstorm ideas. Let me see this. How to combine images. But this is so good. Wow, they tried. 1%. Ah, you cannot sleep here. Oh. Okay. But yeah, that's cool. And I love that they have beta versions of all of these things of Illustrator, of Project Neo. Oh, I'm absolutely going to be trying this. It says open in browser. Okay, this one doesn't need illustration installation. Oh, okay. Oh, this is going to be insane. I have like really poor internet this night. Okay, so that's not working out as well as I'd like. Uh, nobody actually. Don't worry yourself again. Don't. Well, anyway, that's what I found on Facebook, right? So the sample that I even saw, they put like a table like this, yeah, and then they put an elephant on the table with its 4 legs and everything. So they then did like that merge thing, right? And the thing now like put the actual gave like 3 options of the drop shadow. See, ah, so I think one of the things that now comes to mind is like, what does this look like for photo manipulators, right? What does how does this affect the way we work? And one thing that I've always been very sure of. You guys can hear me, right? Where's that stuff?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So one of the things that I've always been um let me not say completely sure of, but one thing I've always stood by, right, in my mind is the fact that when it comes to like human interaction, AI is not able to produce that genuine in human interaction, right? There are some things that you will hear, see, read that you just know that it is AI, although it is getting better by the day. So we can't say for the future, but right now, AI is not able to successfully replicate human interaction. As the way you meet your friend and say, "Hi, my guy," the way you build experiences with people in real life. AI is not able to do that. I remember what we said, that is it yesterday or the first day? One of those days, right? That a lot of what we create as designers comes from, or should come from, our experiences as human beings, right? It should come from our experiences as human beings and our ability to relate with another person's experience, or their own ability to relate with our own experience, and then convert that experience into design. And then when we convert it to design, it comes out as, something grand, something emotional, something beautiful, something awesome that all of us can carry in our hearts. And I don't think AI is able to, or will ever be able to do that. Right. So that's one of the reasons why I want all of us to shift our mindset. There's a time there's a time in the group when a lot of discourse or conversations was around hey, see what's in this one post. Ah, see this bad design where this one share. Oh, see this one. Oh, see that one. Oh, Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator, which one is better? Did like stupid conversation. And the more I saw it, although it helped with engagement on the group, right? It helped with people interacting, keeping the group active, right? But it wasn't the right kind of activity that me personally I wanted on the group. I wanted to be able to see growth. I wanted to be able to see advancement, and not just collective advancement, but even individual ones, right? I want us to be able to drop designs that we don't need basic stuff being corrected, things like alignment, shey you get, or use of typography, those basic stuff. I don't think, I feel like um over time we should get to a place where those things are like already out of the way. Because here's the thing that I believe as a designer, again, right, is if there are levels to these things, right? There are levels to these conversations. And if, let's say, Photoshop versus Adobe Illustrator, which one is good for logo is here. This guy, see this rubbish design that he did is here. Um, um, Look at these features in Photoshop that we can use is here. How do we use Photoshop to make money can be here. How do we build something that looks like Photoshop can be here. How do we collaborate and build a complete suit that designers in Africa can have access to is here, right? And we are, if we are still busy circling this graveyard of stupid opinions or foolish opinions, we will never get here. We will never. If our time, effort, energy is still being eaten up by this graveyard of foolish opinions, we will never get to this place. Sure you get? So, for instance, if let's say we are like 50 in a group, right? And we are all designers, and we are at the stage where we are saying, oh, let us talk about layouts, let's talk about design, let's talk about flyer design. How do we design flyers? Flyers, let's just stay with flyers as an example right now, right? How do we design flyers? And if we are all still having conversations about why do you use blue instead of green, we will never get to the point where we are ideating, on things like emotional emotional connection, things like psychological impact of using certain things or using certain images or applying certain textures or stuff like that. We will never get to that point. Sure you get? It's the same way with a lot of communication or things that we say on the internet, like things like that cause gender war, right? I saw a video today. A guy was on a podcast, and it was just a normal discourse about men and women, a woman this, a woman that, and like this guy invited a woman to his podcast. And he was telling her that, oh, a woman is supposed to be this, a woman is supposed to be traditional, a woman is supposed to blah 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 blah. He was telling her what he thinks a woman is supposed to be, right? And he was living in, well, he's living in the house where he's having that podcast with another person, while she owns her own home. He is paying rent in the house where he is staying with another person. So they are splitting the rent. But she's living in her own house that she has paid for, that she bought. She get. So her argument was that, why are you here, a 35-year-old man, having this conversation with me about what a woman should do or what a woman should not do, how a woman should conduct herself, while you are in this predicament? So I said all of that to say this. If that guy, just using that as an example, if that guy is still here talking about, oh, traditional roles, what to do, what not to do, blah 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 blah, he will never wake up and realize that him and that his roommate can actually start a profitable business. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with you having a roommate. She get. If he's still here talking man and woman, he and his roommate can start a profitable business. That business can grow to the point where they invite shareholders and board of directors. And then afterwards, he can buy his own company, buy his own house, buy his own car, buy his own thing, and live a grand life. Maybe even meet a great woman, have a family, get children, and just live a blessed life. But he's still stuck here, having, like I said, the graveyard of foolish opinions, still talking about a woman is supposed to cook and clean, when you could be here having a happy family, company, with the board of directors, driving the car of your choice, having peace of mind, and eating life to the fullest. Sure you get. So that's what I mean when I say designers. We are still having stupid conversations around what software do I use for design logo. What this one do this guy did not design it well. You are not a fine designer. Women are not supposed to be designers, or some other foolish stuff, or you're not supposed to pay you that amount. Just stupid stuff, right? And then we end up wasting our life and our time on this level where we could be on this level. Sure you get. This is the goal for me. The highest level that is possible for a designer in this world is the goal for me, right? And I don't want to be part of conversations where we are saying stupid shit anymore. I don't even want to be part of people that are using the tools. I want to be part of the people that are building the tools. Sure, you get. I don't talk past the AI way. I don't talk past the AI way I want show now. Okay, so that's the end of my TED talk. I want to see whether I can do that generative thing. So let's see whether. Oh no, what happened? What happened? Oh no. Okay, let's do something like this. Um, properties, generative shape fill, and I can say make this an orange basketball detail. Um, mm, let's stay here. Style reference. Add the reference assets to match its style. So you can choose an asset that you want to match the style. Anyway, let's see. Can I? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Effect. Should I do flat? Low poly. Let's do low poly 3D. I can do low poly 3D. Oh my god. Okay, preset is none. I want it to have a warm tone. Number of colors, auto. Let's leave down colors, auto. You can actually specify. Oh, I would use it. Okay. Let's generate and see what we get. Let's see what we get. Orange basketball. Come on. If you work in an office, by the way, tell them to get your Adobe subscription. That's one thing I do when I get to a new place. I'm like, oh, I don't have tools to work with. And they're like, oh, okay. What do you have? I don't have. I don't have. I don't have. I don't have. Please give me. Oh, okay. Oh, it's following the shape of what I created. Ah, I see. Okay. I said orange though. So and I said low poly 3D. Where's the low poly in this thing? Well, it was following the shape of what I created. That's interesting. Hmm. Okay, so still it's a bit of work, but I think generally this is really cool. What's this? Oh, okay. So I was the one that was messing it up. This is really cool. I think so. I think I just need to add like the background for it, and then you should be home free. Arrange send to back. So let me zoom in and just yeah. So please avoid foolish conversations. Okay. There's something I want to tell you guys. I don't know whether it happens to you as well, right? So for instance, if you are used to having conversation at the like I said, graveyard of foolish opinions, if you're already used to it, right? If that's the level of conversation that your brain is used to, sometimes when you try to introduce your brain to a separate type of conversation, you get headache, like physical headache. And I don't know whether it's just me, right? But when I started saying, you know what, I don't want to be in this, I want to be able to be having, I call them high level conversations, right? I want to be able to be having high level conversations. I want to be able to talk about my craft in a professional way, because what I wanted was something around design, not necessarily any other part of life. To be honest, I was very focused on design, which is a bad thing. I should have spread that go out into other things. But yeah, I was laser focused on design. So I wanted to have more high level conversations. And for me, that meant that I needed to be around a different type of circle, learn different type of things, and so on and so forth. So I would literally have headaches when I tried to read books that are separate or different from what I was already used to. I would have headaches if I tried to maybe watch a video that talks about something interesting. I don't know. I would literally have headaches, right? So if you fall into that same category, it might be useful for you to try and ease yourself into it. For some people now, the question is now what constitutes high level conversation if you want to begin to be in that environment or in that headspace. The question now becomes what is it that constitutes what happened? Record the screen. When you leave the way from me. What constitutes high level conversations to you, right? What does that look like? And basically you're looking at the advanced version of whatever. Oh, okay, this is new. This is new. It's basically you uh having or having an oh no, what happened? Let me see. Let's color RGB. It's RGB now. What is it now doing? Sorry, Jerry, I got sidetracked. It's basic. Oh no, what's going on? Color theory. I've learned not to mix whites to get a brighter orange. Instead, you mix a bit of yellow into it, something like this, if you want something brighter. But yeah, so this is cool. I like it. So what was I saying? Sorry, no vex. If anybody was listening, or let's just end it
Talking
here.
about
Time don't
how
go.
you're talking about how we're supposed to ease into high level conversations if we find out that we're having
Okay.
difficulty, yeah, with them.
Oh, all right. Okay, yeah. How do you ease yourself into it? And I'm not going to tell you how I did it, right? And you can figure out your own way, or you can follow my method, right? So it started with, like I said, it started with just like little bits of it. So at the time, I was talking about, oh, these are the features. I mean, these are the things that you can use Photoshop to do that you can use Illustrator to do, right? And the question now became, what is the higher level version of this conversation? Right? So that means I needed to follow on social media. I needed to listen to, I needed to watch podcasts and stuff like that that had people that were not speaking like this. Because when I looked around me, it was all the people that were, saying stuff like this. And for me, low level conversation also involved this is the type of font to use. Because you know what I would do? I would go on Instagram, and I would search for people that talk about design. And when I search for people that talk about design, I will look at it based on their following and the likes that they get on their posts. That is how I determine that is how I determine who I should follow. Like things that are I used to think that high level stuff was things that invited a lot of likes and following. And I've since found that to not be true at all. Eh? I follow Creative Boom on social media on Instagram, and sometimes they will post 10 studios, 10 design studios that are below 10K followers or below 5K followers or below 1,000 followers, right? And when I go and check these people, they are doing massive work. Oh my days, they are doing great work. And they even take the time because they don't have like a massive number of people. They usually take the time to um explain what they have done, to add like a bit of case study to the caption, right? Which is what I have emulated if you've read my posts recently, right? Just to put a little bit of case study so that looking at it from the perspective of of a client, if I come and say, oh, these designs are beautiful, right, and I open the caption, it shows that okay, this person is actually intelligently putting these things together. She's not just throwing stuff into the pot and hoping that the soup will be sweet at the end of the day. She's not just throwing stuff around, right? She's deeply thinking about it, and she's thinking about it with intention, right? So I started following people on social media that were thinking on a different level. I'm not a big fan of books. I don't like things that are heavy and like long reads. So I started reading articles that talks about things that were not this. So I have a bunch of them on my email. I don't know. I have I've forgotten what her name is. Boss. I have Boss Project that talks about strategy. I have a Creative Boom that does like a compilation of really interesting stuff around design. I have Growth of Design that talks about user experience. So I'm listening to user experience stuff not because of I want to be a UI UX designer, but because I understand now that inspiration can come from anywhere. Inspiration can literally come from anywhere. That PMP I was telling you guys yesterday, it came from filmmaking. The person that was teaching it, someone that was teaching filmmakers how to produce films. That was the thing. That was where it came from. And I was like, hey, how does this apply to what I do? And that's why I brought it to you guys. Right. So look at this, look at what I like their emails. I like the way they like break it down. Sure you get this gestalt thing is also pretty interesting. So imagine you come here and you see this, right? You go and search for it. This is you eating into this thing little by little. Gestalt proximity. It has seven principles. This guy, this gestalt person, I don't know whether it's a person or an idea, but okay, so this is the one for proximity, right? There's one for continuation. There's the one for I don't know. There are like seven of them, right? So you can look it up. So what I'm just trying to tell you is when you follow people like this, when you subscribe to their stuff, right, and you get stuff like this in your inbox, you will see something that you have never seen before, and now you can Google that thing and find more information around stuff that you never knew before, or things that you actually knew, but that they are presented in a new way. They are presented to you in a brand new way or in a different context. So now you understand it a little bit better. Do you get? I subscribe to Bloomberg as well. What they are doing, what they are saying, I listen. I don't care. Like actually, I don't care, right? But because I work with a media company, I want to be able to um look at what editorial design or editorial expression looks like, so that when I'm creating editorial stuff, I am following industry standard to an extent before I now say, oh, okay, let me veer off the rails and maybe do something else. So look at what an example of Creative Boom that was sent in 3 days ago looks like. So how Creative can double down on the skill of AI, on the skills AI will never replace. So this is part of what we're just talking about, right? Editor speak, back in the car, how an immersive rave exhibition took me back to 1995. I love it. So me that I design for events now, I can go and read it and find out, how the rave did one thing. There's more. Why Green Man Festival made me think about creativity in a whole new way. You too can go and find out why. Molly McDonald on why YouTube's new AI rules matter to creatives. If you are interested in YouTube and monetizing YouTube and all of that, that's something for you to watch. I mean, to listen to, right? Stuart, I hope so. Stuart Jackson's evolving art series. Strip it back to what matters, right? Nice one. If you're interested in art, sure you get. And then there's a podcast they usually put at the end somewhere. This is still loading. From local print shop to global brand studio. I want to see that journey. Do you get? So even if you don't have a goal for yourself, even if you don't know what your future wants to look like, once you begin to see other people's trajectory, the things that look possible begins to pop up in your mind. They begin to show up in your mind, right? You begin to dream because you have seen other people's dreams. once again, you begin to dream because you've seen other people's dreams. So once you have gotten to this point, that is when you can now know or understand what the next level of this conversation looks like. Shey you get? So follow people that speak this English. Follow people that do stuff in this area. And if you are wondering what that looks like, look at the conversation you're currently having and ask yourself, what is an advanced form of this guy? And then you move. Sure you get. For me, it involved me letting go of a lot of things that I thought were right, unlearning a lot of things that I thought were the rules and regulation. I had to let go of all of those things. It also involved social media because I consume a lot of online content, right? It had to do with taking a lot of them off my For You page, off, because they were not doing me anything, they were not doing anything good for me. Following people that show you different typography when you are not someone that wants to delve into typography design doesn't make sense to me. To me, oh, like those people that will say, oh, five fonts that you can use to design a Sunday flyer, something like that. Okay, I am not interested. Or people that design, like if I go to my explore, I want to know who this guy is that collaborated with James. If I go to my sorry, this explore, I hope so. Instagram explore these days, and they just have really more. Look at, I don't know, like when this is I don't watch content like this. So I don't even know why they keep bringing stuff like that to me. So sometimes when I open my Instagram explore, I would see somebody that did like a flyer compilation. Now I'm not saying that what they are posting is not good though. I have no rights to say or not say. It doesn't concern me, right? So, but what happens for me is I look at that content and I'm like, I love this. I look at that content and I'm like, okay, like what value is this to me? When I look at my flyer design, I'm being particular about flyer design gone right now. When I look at my flyer design, is this the kind of thing I am aiming for? Is this the kind of style I am aiming for? When I look at strategy, is this the kind of strategy I am aiming for? When I look at presentation, is this the kind of presentation I am aiming for? Right? If it is not, why am I following the person? She gets. Because if you keep playing with change, if you keep playing in the dirt, you will stay dirty. I'm just using that as an analogy, right? So let me stop talking here. Don't do. But yeah, that is the cocoa of the oral. Anybody happen to have questions? Oh, it's even June that did it. That's cool. Across the golden strands, beauty travels. Okay. 19. Multi-sheen beauty. This guy does really cool stuff. I like his work. I like his work. So anyway, that's the whole thing. Be kind to people on the way. Oh, tell to people you trust. Okay, so I think he does video. So I'm not very interested in. Is it the one that does the shoots for back? Okay. So I'm not interested in following him because I'm not very interested in that content. Future of marketing community. There's no future. Future. Yeah. What do you mean future? Something where they happen now. I mean, was posted 3 days ago. Something else. It's in our future. Include your community in the building process. Stand for something bigger. That's like doing like a CSR type thing, attaching like a humanitarian thing to yourself. Create offline experiences. Nice. Center your feed around community content. Build brand universe. Yeah, I've heard of this brand universe thing, and I found it to be very, very interesting. So it's just like the Barbie movie, right? The Barbie movie was able to build a very strong brand universe around the brand, right? To the point where you can fully immerse yourself into the story just by being in maybe being in a store or reading, let's say, a magazine that has their ad in it, or using like a product or something. Just so it's an I'm just a girl type. Anyway, so that brings us to the end of this thing. I think we have spent enough time. This is 10:57. I should share some words. Sorry, I didn't see your comments early enough. I should share what exactly. Is the person there? Quesh? I mean, is it Quesh? Let's see your Kesh ICT. You see there. If you're speaking, you're muted. Or what do you say I should share? So even people that have been creative directors, their story and their journey is interesting to me. 5 websites. Like this internet is showing me Shege today. Shege. AI destroyed my music career at 45. The same tools that killed my old career became the foundation for something way bigger. Okay. I really like this illustration. I like the texture of it. Oh, AI just killed his music career overnight. At 45 years old, he's too old to reinvent himself. Says who? Okay. Instead of giving up, he learned to make AI his partner. He realized AI could bring visions to life way beyond just music. 15 months, 72K followers, multiple six-figure run rate. Industry disrupted by AI. Gadget. Follow to build with AI. What do you now do? Let me see what this guy does. But I love how he tells the story, Sha. I love the storytelling of it, so I might save that. I also want to know how he did those illustrations because I have a feeling that they are AI generated. This is what I do: visual identity, motion design, content creation. This is not what I'm looking for. I say Johnny. Johnny. Let's see what they done for us over there. Yes, on design and AI to research differently. Okay, he's selling a course. Oh, okay. That's what all that came from. I like that though. This is how I know it's AI because this doesn't have the same consistent um texturing as the other one had. But I love his storytelling though. It's very, very interesting. And that way you know. Look at how the toothpick or whatever she has in her mouth is bent. That's how you know again. That's incredible. All right, people should come and be going. Let me come and immerse myself in this thing and just enjoy myself. I like it. Disney playbook. Oh, this guy is just all about AI. This Buzz Lightyear. Okay. I like. Oh wow. I wish he had just kept it consistent. I wish I had kept it consistent, but that's very cool. I like that a lot. Because the devil. I'm going to see whether I can generate something similar using image effects. You guys know that you can go, right? Are you aware? Trust! Trust is here. It's a lie. I was requesting that you kindly share the list of some design agencies and newsletters that you follow. No, Gestalt is not the Kinium. But when you read some of these things, it kind of leads you to other ideas. So it's like piggybacking off of something, right? So there's one other one that I read. I've forgotten the name of it. But I like all these newsletters. Do you guys know many chats? Is it many chats? But I find them. Mm, chats marketing. It's in many chats. I think it was. I'm not quite sure if it was many chats or something. But they had like a blog thing, and that blog, I don't know why it's them or someone else, but basically it's a company, sha, and then they have a blog. Well, that blog is being run by their creative department. So those ones just created a website, posted like some really cool visuals and stories on there, and I found it to be very, very interesting. So that's what I'm trying to find now. But MTN is showing me Pepe here. Trust. Why are you hiding? Where should they? Trust. Why are you hiding? Open your mic, me we hear your voice. Because this is not Twitter space with 200 people. I've been now. Why you no want talk? No wahala.
No, now. Hi, Cam. Good evening.
You. Good evening, Jerry. How you doing?
I do fine. Oh, I said yesterday, I said the other guy missed. The first one, I don't see him. The second one, they awake, I don't see him. As I see this one today, as I must be here.
Welcome, Jerry. Thank you very much for joining. So what we were just I don't know whether you came from the beginning.
No, I came about
Were
30
you?
minutes ago.
Oh, okay. So what we're talking about basically is the um turntable effect on Adobe 2025 beta. So where you can illustrate in 2D and I don't know this within me. And you can turn it
That is sick.
360. Do you get? Do you get? Oh, this is insanity, and I love it. And the
I'm not
fun part is that you
there
can
for
actually make,
this
like, you
week.
can make a copy. You can make a copy of it and turntable that shit as well. Like you maybe want like a front version. so so yeah.
I'm using this illustrator at this point because the animation of this thing on Figma is going to be sick. Do you know how hard it is to find like
You see,
different perspective of the same asset? Now you can.
thank you. So now you can produce like different perspectives and
Yeah.
just animate them. Oh my god. This is a game. I feel like it's a game changer, but they've not launched it like across. But anywhere that has like a Creative Cloud subscription can just go and download the beta. They have like a place for beta.
Oh,
Download the beta version of it and this thing. Even Photoshop has like really cool new features as well. It's still downloading 23%, if not all. I've showed you guys that um merge effect. where you put an object, a PNG object on another surface, and it will mesh the lighting, the tone, and even create a drop shadow for you. Create like 3 different drop shadows that you can choose from for you using AI. And it's incredible. I love it. So and what will they do now? What will they talk about? And also having higher level conversations, right? I was saying that if we keep having stupid conversations around, oh, okay, see, this is them, chronically online by many chats. I was correct, but it's not. Let me see. It says an experimental something by the designers, by the design and content team. So it's still loading because my network is really shitty today. But yeah. So we're talking about higher level conversations, generally. Like if you keep sitting back in the oh, what kind of software should I use? Oh, should I use this color or this typography? If you keep circling around those topics and we refuse to grow beyond that, the world just passes us by because we need to get to a point where we transcend that area into higher level conversations, more interesting topics, more innovative stuff, more collaboration. See, very big on collaboration, right? Um, there is a I was creating the icons for Moonshot 2025, and I decided to work with my design course people at the time, right? And we're just on a call. I was showing them it because we had finished with class, and we're just having banter. And I was telling them, hey, I need to work on this thing, and they're like, oh no, they will stay with me while I work. And so they were throwing in their own opinions as well. And this thing came out so good because of the opinions of other people that were able to chime in and say, hey, do it this way, do it that way. Why don't you try this? Why don't you try that? If I was on my own, if I was on my own, I probably would have just done whatever I wanted to do that felt right to me and just move on. But because of collaboration, I was able to come out with something incredible. And that is what I strongly believe that collaboration also does when it comes to like business ideas, creating a unicorn, starting something. Is maybe you can if you're scared, just get somebody that has a lot of ginger. Get somebody that has a lot of ginger, right? Divide the work. Oh, you do the behind the scene things. Why me? I do the front facing client connection things, client management things, right? Customer service things. While you handle all the branding and the marketing or something like that, right? Divide the work. Two of you wanna start. Two people can decide, oh, want to start an agency, and this agency is focused on designing for startups around Oshodi. And all you just do is go into Oshodi, like maybe record yourselves, go into Oshodi, look for bad design, take it back to your office, like record a whole video about how you want to revamp this design, do a new one, take it back to the business and say, hey, I have a new stuff. Would you be willing to accept this on video? Do you think this is completely free of charge? I'm giving it to you. Our name is so person from this agency. So not only have you done what's that community thing that we saw. Yeah. Not only are you now standing for something bigger, right? You are also using that opportunity to include your audience in the process of what you're doing, because you're filming from when you saw the bad design all the way to when you created something awesome. So that's just one of many examples of how collaboration can happen, right? So you can decide, oh, me and this is my friend, like a friend of mine that I know. This guy is making, see, it might not look like a lot to a lot of people, right? But if they give you $100,000, it's a lot of money, isn't it, when you convert it to naira, right? This guy is making over $100,000, I think, in 6 months or so, because him and his a friend of theirs just decided to join together and create components for businesses that both local and international businesses can use for their websites and stuff. And this guy is just there making money. Like people just come, you can sell that one component to like 50 people. I don't know, right? Let's say it's priced at like $2,000, and if you go and get a designer, they can charge you like 5,000 or $44,500 for it, and you get that $2,000 from him and 50 people get that same component. I don't know how it works, to be honest, but yeah, you get. So collaboration is where it's at. There are so many things that you want to do that you will go further faster, right? If you collaborate with technology, collaborate with friends, collaborate with well wishers, collaborate with the general public, your audience. Tell them that this is what we are doing. Do you have any opinions? They can give you ideas as well. This was generated using AI. This is amazing. I didn't create this from scratch. So, but yeah, that's what we're talking about, Chatros. Yeah, and
Wow. So
this
I
video
was
is
around
online, by
for
the way.
it, and like yeah, very very correct on the collaboration thing. So the funniest thing is even before joining this call, and I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to take over the call. But let me just say something. So
Just
like
take over, please. Please stop hiding. You guys, you don't know who this baby is. Oh, you don't know who she is. Walai, this she's amazing. Don't okay. Let me go and review your social media. Come, keep talking.
alright,
Let
so
me go and look for
like
your social media and come keep talking.
God I beg, come I beg. So what I wanted to
Well,
say was
Jerry.
something happened this evening, right? I was like talking to a group of like designers that we work together. And I think it
Mm,
was AJ's design we saw because I'm currently doing a lot of enterprise designs. And if you work as a UX designer, you've seen enterprise designs a lot, you know that they solve problems, but they are kind of boring, right? They you have to
mm,
visually they are kind of boring. Like the problems you solve are
mhm.
interesting, and having to
Yeah,
innovate with constraints is also kind of interesting. But like visually speaking, like the visual part of it is just boring. And in this
yeah,
day and age, when AI can actually do a lot of things, being like being a visually stimulating UX designer is like an edge.
yeah.
It's something
Mm,
AI doesn't have. They still create very, very, pardon my French, shitty UI designs, right? So
mm-hmm.
we're just, and then I saw, I think I was showing the AJ's design for, what's the name? This guy, Mr. Macaroni, yeah. So I was like, I was showing it to my
Yeah,
mentee. So one of them saw it, I was like, who designed this? I'm like, that is AJ that designed it. He was like, he doesn't know who that is. I'm like, this day and age, a guy, you need to step up a little bit. So it was now like, oh, that he wants to see the whole website. It just sparked a whole conversation. Like four of us were just looking at crazy out of the box designs that people were doing. And it went
mm,
beyond just slap a text at the top, slap a picture below, and put a CTA behind it and then move on, which is something a lot of Nigerian websites do. Like if you put Nigerian websites, I'm sorry to say this
yeah,
sounds really bad. You can tell that it's a Nigerian website. And or you can tell that like the point is you can tell it's a Nigerian website. And I don't want that. Like,
yeah,
why do we have to just stick with the, I don't know, like, I don't want people to be able to tell that this website is Nigerian. Outside of the
yeah,
fact that you use maybe cultural visuals in it. I'm saying that I don't
yeah,
want Nigerian designs to be in the same thing as mediocre because that's how I feel. Like when you open them, they look generic, like the
yeah.
same. Yeah, so we're just talking like, why do like Europeans, the Japanese especially, have been into Japanese design, especially because their
See,
designs they meet their users where they are at
ah,
instead of expecting users
mm-hmm,
to learn how to use the system. Japanese people believe in like the
mm,
system meeting where the person is at. Like so you can be old, you should still be able to use whatever it is that was designed for you. And this is not even this goes beyond digital design.
mm-hmm.
I'm talking road, subway, all these things. I was reading something. Someone said she went to Japan. She doesn't even know how to read Japanese. She doesn't know anything, but she was still able to find that subway line. She didn't get lost. It was, and I just sat down,
Mm,
and it became so obvious to me after reading that, and I went back to read this. I think is Don't Make Me Think. Yeah, I went back to read that book.
yeah,
It just occurred to me immediately, like when we a lot of times we assume that people will learn how to use the machine, but why? We can't change people, but we can change the machine. So why can't the machine adapt to the user? Why does the user have to
to
adapt to the machine? Right? And I
adapt to the
realized
machine. Mm-hmm.
length to allow the machine adapt, or just not just the machine, whatever it is, the designs, whatever it is, the road, the everything, adapt to the user. And since that time, my mind
Mm-hmm.
has been blown. So aside from the experiences that like creating convenient experiences for people, because you see me, I'm the kind of person that she had to be saying this call. Anyways, I'm the kind of person that if my shoes cut,
Say it.
if my
It's
slippers cut,
recorded though,
I will use
please, in case
nail.
there's any.
It's not illegal, don't worry. If my slippers cut, I will use nail
Okay.
to hook it so that I can wear it. I'm the kind of person. My mom is like, you are so handy. See, convenience. Someone's like, you know a lot of shortcuts. Of course I do. Duh. Like shortcuts are like, I don't know why people don't take more of it. Like I learn shortcuts a lot just so that they can make my work faster. So like I'm very big on convenience. Like I don't see the reason why people need to go through convoluted processes to get things done. And I know we all say we want it to be intuitive, but I feel like sometimes we make things very, very complicated for no reason. Just let the users do what
Mm.
they don't care that, let them do it. And then I also think that in a bid to also make things simple for the user, we make it boring as well. It's a balance, it's a very delicate one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning to find out where to find that balance. Because earlier this year I just realized that, oh more, am I too comfortable? Because this design looks boring to me. What's going on here? And like there was one
Mm.
design I made that I woke up in the middle of the night and I just redesigned it. There's no even reason to hide. Lapo just redesigned their website, so I was the one that did the redesign. So I was just like, let me just, because I'd already submitted this thing that is just average, just normal. I was just like,
Sorry, what did
I
you
was
call them?
Lapo now, normal Lapo.
Spell please. LAPO.
Yeah,
The bank.
yeah, the microfinance bank. Lapo where everybody they fear
Ah
now.
ah ah ah. Hey God. Can you come and sign autograph for us?
Oh God, I mean. So it was. I was just.
Is it live?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
So I don't know why like it's been having issues. So the thing has a CMS. They use a CMS to manage the website. So I'm guessing on their end they've been adding a lot of things to the website. So now the website is lagging like crazy. But this
Mm.
website, like almost all the pictures there, apart from the Lapo branded ones, were generated on ImageFX. Almost all the pictures there.
Wow.
So this was not how it was supposed to be at all. If you see what I had before, again, it's not ugly, it's not crazy. It was just not. It was usable. Honestly, they were even okay with it. But you know that thing where you just wake
Mm-hmm.
up in the middle of the night and you're just like, nah, I could do better. And that spirit was like, oh my
Mm-hmm.
God, like this thing, we'll just leave it. But I was like, nah, I could do. I will show if I have time. Maybe I'll post what the actual website, what the previous website looked like. It looked like something that NTA came up with. I'll post it on the group so you can see.
Hey,
But
straight bullet.
I was just like, okay, let's just go extra mile for these things. This website, I think there are like maybe if you over their products, I can't remember the amount, but I know I created about 68 screens for this thing. And of that 68
Mm.
screens, about 20 to 25 of it had unique hero sections that I had to create. Just unique landing
Mm.
pages, actually. Let's just say I created about 20 landing pages for this website. And each of them were unique. And I was going to like just make it boring and just move on and all those things. I was just like, let's do something else. Let's transcend. There's one I'm currently working on for AI, and every day just to
Mm.
improve. Even now, looking at this, I like what I have here, but if I have to work on this again, this is not what it's going to look like. It's going to be different because I've already handed this over for a while.
Obviously.
It's going to be different because every
Obviously.
day I see new
Your
things.
take
I'm
will have
surprised.
increased by then actually.
And I have this thing in my head where I'm like, if this person can do this thing, this is a human being, right? This is not like some ghost from somewhere. I want to be able to do this. This person did it. I can do it. Yes, it's blowing my mind right now. Me too, I'm going to be blowing somebody's mind very soon. I think for a while, because we've had
Mm-hmm.
design system, this thing must go to the right, this thing must go to the left. Our designs are becoming very boring and very
Yeah.
rigid. It's somebody that came up with those rules, right? But users are
Yeah.
evolving, so why can't design principles actually, like their foundational principles, contrasts can never evolve under more than like it being readable. Everything
Mm.
should be readable,
Yeah.
right? But what I'm saying essentially is like certain design principles like CTA must be on the left. Da, da, da. I opened an Israeli website and everything was aligned to the right. I felt shocked
Mm.
because I didn't even know. I thought it was the Arabs that did that. I didn't know Hebrew was also aligned to the left, to the right.
Could it also be a cultural
Yeah,
thing?
when I opened it, I'm like, wait, why is this aligned to the? It took me a while before I realized that, oh my god, yeah, it's Hebrew. Obviously, it's aligned to the right, and I didn't even know. So even when they translated that website, it didn't go to the left; it stayed on the right.
Mm.
So there are some people in this world who are used to reading from right to left, and you want
Mm-hmm.
to design for them globally now, and you will align it
Yeah.
to the left because that's what they told you is the design principle. Do you get what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah.
could go beyond that.
Yeah,
I
I get that, but could it also be a cultural thing, though? Because I know that
okay,
one of the things that you had mentioned earlier is meeting people where they are. Shey you get? So, if, for
yeah,
instance, we at this point of the world, we read from left to right. Would this,
yeah.
if we can't do innovation, right, and then the innovation falls flat for the people that we're
Oh,
designing
no,
for, I
no,
think
no.
that design has failed
Definitely not
essentially.
for like Nigerians or like people who originally. The point is to meet people where they are. Like I'm saying, like to expand your mind beyond what you already
Mm-hmm.
know. You get like, for
Mm-hmm.
example, there are people that if you tell them that, like, let's use. I think there was a time I was trying to convince someone that it was a Web3 platform. I was trying to convince the person that
Yeah.
let's use 4 colors for it. It was before
Mm.
these guys came up with their own family. I don't know if you've seen family's website, but Jesus,
No, I
people are
haven't.
things. But you can look for it. Family, it's a custodian, it's a Web3 custodian wallet. And you know how Web3 people are. They're always
Family.
doing this gaming thing going on. Family just they just did it. It's just the use of colors. It was so beautiful. I think that's the first one is
Family
cheated.
Doko.
Yes, they should be the one. It's a crypto wallet. So like the website is really, really clean. It's still white, it's still giving sass, but like the pop of color, they had like it was really, really nice. And I was like, see
Oh,
what
yeah, those people. I know
yeah,
them.
these guys. So when
You
I
would never
eventually
believe that they were actually Web3.
right, this is what I'm saying, like, okay, family managed to set itself apart with this like a different direction. People were able to see it. It stood out among all the other trust wallet and the rest of them. Like it gave it personality. And that's why a lot of things are beginning to lack with the way AI is making everything the same. A lot of products are beginning to
Mm.
lack personality. And this is such a good time to be to so like all of us were just discussing and collaborating. And very soon before you know, we actually had a direction on how to improve personally so that like outside of work, the designs that we put out is like hitting that mark and is exceptional. And we've been like bouncing ideas off each other. And it's just like people were just wondering, I'm like, how do you know so much? I found out one of them is like really good with Photoshop. I didn't even know. Because we're always just drawing paper and dashboard every day. I working with design system. So when I was like, oh, like he does photo manipulation, I'm like, I know someone that does it too. She's very good. I don't know where you two are involved in sometimes. Okay, very good. Because I'm just like learning these new things. I'm like, you people will teach me this thing first of first. When I'm done, I'm going to move on from left. You see this design thing is there. Because design is too broad to just sit down in one corner and
Yeah,
be slapping
yeah.
pictures, just put picture, put image, everything. Once you put it and you just move on. There's no even any mad. Me, I like design that used to move. Let design move, let it do things. Like UI designs, I like it when it's animated, motion. It doesn't even need to be big. It just needs to be slight, just very small. Like and it's not even just in UI design. Like even when people are dancing, there's this slight movement they do. I don't know. There's a way my head works that
Dancing.
everything is just together for me. Yeah, when people dance, there's like really major movement and there's like minor movement. You see the minor movements, they're the
Mm.
ones that really make a dance routine for me. I like dancing and I like people that dance very well. So I watch a lot of dance videos.
Mm.
So those type of minor movements, when I see them in designs too, they just make the design. It's just very soft. I think they're called. It's not even micro interaction, but I guess you could call them micro interaction. But you don't even have to interact with the elements for them to just move. Because I believe that the world we live in is very mobile. Everything moves. The cloud moves. Everything has a little bit of motion to it, especially the things we interact with a lot. they move a little bit. So like when a design is just like alone and static and it's not doing anything, you'll be like, I understand though, I get it though, but like, can we add a little motion to it? Let things move, let it shake a little bit. That's why I've been following this Elvis Obi guy, like the one that has Mazerans. Have you
Elvis Obi.
yeah, have you seen their designs? Mazerans.
No. What did you call it? Ma what?
Mazerans. Mazerance.
M-A what?
Mazerance.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe they call it maze rounds, but for me, I just feel like that's why I call it. I don't know. Did
It
they?
was the thing I'm Maserati. Oh,
No, is that T you put? It's supposed to be C, like ABC.
oh, okay.
They're like, "Ah, maybe you want to spell something else, ma."
No dear. I'll lower and see. But we'll get there. But
Yes.
I find it very interesting what you're saying because actually everything is intertwined. Everything is design in my mind, right? Even if it is just the words that you say, the words that you say when you craft it in your head, you are designing it, right? You're putting one on top of the other to make it beautiful to the ear of the person that is listening to you. When you put
Yes.
music together, it's design, right? You put
Yeah.
one instrument and you put, let's say you put the piano, you play the guitar, you put some drums, you can even put kukuruku of the chicken. And the
And it
goal at the
works.
end of the day is to make something beautiful that the ear is interested in eating. That kind of thing.
Yeah. 100% agree. See, even beyond, like me, it's still in my head. I've seen, like, this is not to because you are here or anything, but like, I've seen the things you produce, and every time I see it, I just, if only my brother can hear what I'm saying now. Every time I'm just started saying, hey, go cover big, go that big. I just they shout for a year because, nah, like it's the exact way I think about design. I see it in everything. I see now at an event. Somebody was asking me like last year when I spoke at BDC. They're like, I trust, like you speak very well, and like how is it that you're able to speak very well? I said, "Ah, I don't think it's because I speak very well. It's because I've sat in the audience a lot when people are giving their talks,
Yeah.
and I've realized what worked for me and how I felt during certain talks and
Yeah.
how I felt. Like, for example, I could say 3 years from now, I can still recite some of the things that Ellen Paul said when I went to Shikan, Nigeria in 2020. Yeah, Shikan in 2020, 2022, was it? No, 2019. What am I talking about? 2019 in Muslim Center. I can remember some of the things she said. In fact, the first statement she said that her mom, she says, I'm a child of rape. That was the first thing she said. And what was the reason why it
Hmm.
stopped? It was because of the way she layered the story, the way she told it. It was very engaging. It was some parts of it were sad. She still managed to infuse humor into what she was saying because when people laugh, they remember because of how they feel. Sometimes, in fact, most cases, they remember what you said because of how it made them feel.
Hmm.
While it was a sad story, it was compelling at the same time. So when I sit in the crowd in any event, I can hear what you're saying. I know how it made me feel. So when I wanted to do my own, I knew that I don't want people to come and be sleepy, and because and I know it's very easy to sleep when someone is drawn. 20 minutes, you see some people they are gone. So I was like, nah, I have to make sure that in this thing, if anybody close if they move their attention a little bit, they have missed two or three things, but they are here again. And that
Yeah.
was what I focused on doing. Long story short, if it's user experience, this thing that I've learned, apply it everywhere. Apply it everywhere. And you begin to see the patterns. The world is made of patterns. Once you begin to realize it, see,
Yeah.
I'm at the level of realization. I'm trying to move to execution. That's the level I'm at. I'm seeing it. I've still not found a way to like execute to pull it together. But that's where I'm going. You see that next year. Oh God. I've already put the roadmap in place. Oh God, let me just keep quiet because I don't like to say my things in public. Just keep it.
So
You see, yeah, it's okay. Let me
she
cover it a little bit. But yeah. So you can see, I don't know if you've seen their website, but like you can see like the if I didn't know these guys were Nigerians and they didn't say they were Nigerians, I would never have believed it. And again, it's not that I don't believe
This is
that
what I was
Nigerians
talking
can
about
do
now.
things.
Collaboration.
I've seen Nigerians do great things, and I know, but the majority of everyone is just content. I don't know how to say it. Content with just doing what has been done before. And me too, I used to be one of those people. But this year, I'm just like, confess, wait first. When they do this one, they don't get too head. Me self, I fit try am. See, I go try am. The worst I can do is
Mm-hmm.
fail. That's literally the worst thing I can do. Fail. And I wouldn't be worse off. What I would have lost is just a little bit of time, maybe a year or two. And it's nothing I can't gain back. But imagine not trying and then seeing other people try. I don't know, the internet, because your internet is a bit, please, which network are you using?
Yeah,
Besides,
my yeah. I did yeah. My connection is really bad today.
which network are you
But
using? Besides,
I would definitely my dear now MTN or MTN has been shitty for a
oh,
while.
God, I beg.
It has been shitty
We're not
it has
here.
been shitty for a while.
Oh my God. I
Eh?
want to agree with you, but I feel like people are listening to me. So I'm just gonna, wow. Yeah. Well, sorry, actually. It's the way the country is. Sorry, we didn't mean to.
Ah, so
But
I don't know, man. I'll try and get me like an Airtel or something.
I cannot tell you to get like, do you have our fiber one? Maybe if you have our fiber one, it can work for you. Our fiber one is really good.
Eh, I'll try because I've tried Luli Fiber and my laptop is not able to connect to it. My phone connects fine, but my
Mm.
laptops are not able to connect. When it
Then
connects, it will say no internet. So it can't be the use. What do you say?
there's mini Starlink, so you can check
Like,
for that.
I'll consider those options, my dear. Let
You
me
said
know. I'm a once bitten, twice shy type person right now, but I'll try it.
you
I'll
can
try
try
it.
mini Starlink. I think it's about 300 and something thousand naira. I know it's expensive, but it's not as expensive
Okay.
as Starlink.
So MTN is working fine.
No, now. See, once you buy the router, you don't need to pay like 30 something K per month. I have like
Okay, we should go
unlimited
now.
internet.
I exactly that's the same thing that me and you are saying. Unlimited something something. We should go.
Yeah. It's not cap, no cap, nothing
300.
unlimited. No, that's the router
It's all right.
money now. And come rain, come shine, everything works. So, eh? You people
So
invest in Starlink.
300K. Let me go and hustle. Let me go and hustle and come back. No problem.
Oh,
11:35. Check.
come.
So
Why I
thank
don't
you
even say
very
like
much,
why
Trust
the big
Jerry.
one. It's the small one. Shebi, you ask me whether I don't buy my own.
That's true, sir. I should have even asked you how yours is faring, if you have any, so that at least I can even use that one and judge pay whether they work for this area.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm still using MTN. But MTN is good for me. They've not stressed me in the past. And since I've been using it, actually, I've not had issues with it. The only thing I know is that like when your data is going down, they begin to move somehow. Like the internet begins to wiggle and wobble. But like MTN has been great for me, actually. Because one day na vex na I just take enter their office, go buy am. I was at work and like my Airtel was just like, when Airtel does that thing where the network will just switch off, like nothing. It's not as if the data went off, like the
Yeah.
network will switch off, and you try for 1 hour. So even switch off your phone and switch it on, it will not come back until maybe after a while. Then you now see it again. That day, it just did that. I just sent a message to my team leader and said, "Guy, Alpha, my MTN is messing up. And this one, my Airtel is messing up. Now this thing I use SMS now to send the message. Just told him at the come. I also walked into the MTN's office, sat down there. What do you want? I want to buy a new SIM. Bought a new SIM and left it with this. Even myself, I shock. Because I'm like, wait, oh. Now first now I was so angry. I don't even know where. Now first now I had to enter the place. And since that I've been using it. And it has not messed me up once. Data is a bit, you know. But everybody's data now on Gunself is pricey. I think they've adjusted their pricing now,
Yeah.
Sha.
Same thing, Abby.
Yeah, they've adjusted their pricing now. So I think I buy 160 gig for 35K. And it lasts if I do not watch Netflix. Yes. As, as long as I do not watch Netflix. On Netflix enters the discussion, almost not to buy another 35K. Eh? That's one of the reasons I was actually considering the Starlink
Let's
thing.
let's continue this conversation, but I think I'm just going to say thank you to everybody that was here first.
Yeah.
Because I want to stop the recording now.
Oh, okay.
And we can just continue the conversation off record.
Yeah.
But thank you to everybody that was here. And once again, I want to reiterate that I hope you guys know you can leave, right? I'm not holding anybody's shirts, but yeah, thank you so much. And hopefully we can have a conversation like this again some other time and just learn from each other. Thank you guys so much and good night.